Hi, this is Norman, and welcome to Norm's Corner. And today I'm excited because we're doing another review on a 20-inch cordless Ryobi lawnmower that a good friend of mine, Gloria, allowed me to borrow her brand new one. And so we're going to go over a review of that. It's Ryobi model RY401170VNM, Victor, Nancy, Mary. And after we're done with this review, then we're going to do a comparison with the 20-inch lawnmower that I'm still using from my original very first video that I did on YouTube, and we're going to compare it with this new one, and so that you can see the different features that this one and compared to the old one. So we're going to get out of the studio, we're going to go outside, we're going to go through this one, and then we'll do our comparison. Okay, so like I said earlier, I am borrowing this from a neighbor. So if you can imagine that a box is in here, and basically it's the same setup. It's set at the lowest side so they can squeeze everything into the box. The thing I like about this one right off the bat is what you see right here is how it's already set up. So there's no real major assembly of anything. So you get it out of the box. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take these little handles, you know, flip it up, and you're going to turn this up, and then you're going to flip them back in place like so. So now it's all set up there. The battery sits in here just like the one I did 4 years ago, and it also has the red key that, again, for safety, if you don't want anybody to use it, pull the key out. It won't matter if the battery's in, it will not run. You take your fully charged battery, which is what will come with this lawnmower. In fact, we can go over the things that you will get. Obviously, you get the lawnmower. You will get a battery. You will get a charger for the battery. And then you will get a side discharge piece, and you get a mulching cover, and I'll show you how these are all installed. So I want to apologize for any of the outside noises. It's spring here in Idaho, and there's a lot of birds chirping and planes flying. So once you have your battery fully charged, you'll slide it in on this one side, and until it locks into place. There is an extra spot for another battery if you should need a second one that's charged up. This is just strictly for storage. So you have that. And then I'm going to show you next the mulching, because this is a 3-in-1 mower. And so basically on that, move the mower this way, is you're going to have this piece here as a handle you're holding on to, and there's a piece that locks in, and these two pieces there that'll slide in to hold it in place. You're just going to lift this thing up, you're going to slide this in like that. These bottom clips here will slide in flush like so, and now that's in. Close it down, and you're mulching. So if you're going to pick up the grass in the bag, then obviously you want to take this out. You're just going to take the handle, lift it, push it towards the machine, and then just pull it out, and it'll come right out. So we'll set that off to the side. The bag is fairly big, as you can see, and it's been used. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to lift this up. There's two clips right here, two metal clips that will hook onto the inside here. So you're just going to lift this up. You're going to push this in, and that way it's in there tight. Close it down, and now you have the grass back. And then the last one is if you're doing a side discharge, then you want to take the bag out. You'll want to put this mulching thing back in so you don't have any grass coming back in this direction. Slide it in place. Close that up. Now this one, we're going to need to get a close-up. Okay, so then the grass discharge, you have two notches right here. One here and one here. And what you're going to do, I'm going to set this for a second, is you're going to lift this up. And then you see this notch here and this notch here are going to connect with this. And then you just close this. Now this thing won't close all the way down. It's just going to hold the top and then it's stuck on there like that. And that's how you get the grass discharger set up. The last piece that we're going to do is we're just going to show really quick how to turn these things on. So basically, you're going to push down on the start button. You're going to pull this bar back and then release the start button. And there we go. The last other piece is when they're in the box, they're set up at the lowest level. So depending on how you're cutting your grass, if you're cutting it really low, my suggestion is to move it up a couple notches at least. If you're trying to water less and keep your grass green, then I would suggest moving it up at least one more notch. So that would be 1, 2, that would be the 4th notch. And during the summer, I'd even consider bringing it up even one more, because the grass, if you're in an area where you're getting a lot of sunlight on your grass, the higher your grass is, the more shade it will create for itself, and the less water you'll need, and the less likely that your grass is going to dry out. Now our next thing that we're going to do is we're going to show a comparison to this model to my model that I am still using today, and just some of the features that this one has and some of the features that this one has, just as a comparison. Okay, so now we're going to do a comparison. Like I said earlier, this is a neighbor's 40 volt cordless Ryobi. This is my 40 volt. They're both 20 inch. This is the one that I used in my very first video, and I'm still using it today. Still using the same battery. Have no problems whatsoever on it. So some of the comparisons between the two, as far as the height and everything, they're very comparable. They're very similar. The differences, this is a 3-in-1, so this one has they both have a mulching, but this one has a side discharge. This one does not have that. The bags are somewhat, I would say this one, the bag may be a little bit longer, but probably carries about the same amount of grass. And something that I want to also bring up is the battery, because there's an issue with the different batteries that they come up. So both have the same type of key for safety. They both have a lever. This one actually has headlights. This one doesn't. Not a big loss there, because you know, it is just a headlight, and I don't know how many people are actually mowing their lawn at night. But the chargers that come, this is a charger for mine, this is my neighbor's. They basically do the same. They'll charge up perfectly. They just are a little bit different in size. But important is the battery. Now my battery is a 5 amp hour battery. This one is a 6 amp hour battery, and you can tell the difference that in the height. They're basically about the same length, but the height is where it comes into play. So, can this battery be used on this one? Yes, but they'll fit in here. Let me just turn this so you can see it better. This one here, my battery, it will fit in here. It will slide right in and you can use it. But this battery here, this one, it won't fit in. And you can see that it doesn't even fit, it won't even slide in. So if you're looking for a higher amp an hour battery, Ryobi does make a low profile, in this example, a 6 amp hour battery. So they make a low profile, so it's not as high, and it will fit into that lawnmower. So that's some of the things that I wanted to bring up, because I've had some of my subscribers write to me about that. And that's about it on the comparison. Okay, so that's the new 20-inch Ryobi cordless lawnmower review and comparison to my original 20-inch mower. And I want to just thank everybody for watching my videos. I never really thought that I would get that many subscribers and that many views. And I try to write to everybody, try to help anybody out on any questions that they have. You know, some people have had problems with these machines, but I think mostly everybody's been having a pretty positive experience. And I want to just be a part of that and helping people decide. I used to use a gas lawnmower and I don't regret it one bit. In fact, I like Ryobi, and I have a lot of cordless things, and it's made it a lot easier for me. If you like this video, hit the like, please subscribe. I'm trying to get out more videos as best I can over this summer. Another thing I wanted to bring up about the batteries is the two different types of batteries as far as the height. That's an issue with some of the lawnmowers, that they're not able to exchange. Now the newer ones are all coming with the higher batteries, and they all are interchangeable, no problem. Those higher batteries though also will work on any of the other 40 volt Ryobi tools, power tools and garden tools, because most of them don't have anything that's blocking the battery itself from being pushed in like the way the lawnmower is. So once again, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and I hope you have a great summer, and we'll see you again here soon.